Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dash, and welcome to 15 Days of Dash. So if you're new here, or if you didn't know how this works, if this is your first 15 days, welcome. Come on. Okay, so my birthday is November 15th, okay, 15 days from today, and every day you're gonna get a new video from me. You're also gonna get a special deal, as many of you know, with all my services, workshops, ebooks, courses, and now merch. I never do specials, I never do deals, I never do sales, nothing. Okay, so on the 15 Days of Dash, I go buku. So every single day there's going to be something special. The calendar is here on the screen if you want to wait on a specific day. The major things on this list, I assume, and this could be, it could be totally different for you. You could be waiting on a Divine Sugar Baby to go on sale, or Date Like a Goddess, or whatever, you know. But coaching, there are very few coaching options. I am doing a mini mind. It's going to be a group coaching like workshop program that's going to be right towards the end of this year. It's going to start at the end of November, and it's just going to get you ready to take over next year, to totally step into next year in your goddess energy. Okay, so I will be doing a mini mind for that, and it will be on sale on specific days. So make sure you check out the calendar. I will post the calendar on the community board as well. Okay, so I purposely have been gone. At first it wasn't purposely, and then it became purposely because 15 Days of Dash was coming so soon, and I wanted 15 Days of Dash to be very, very special because your girl has been going through some shit in the background, and it's not necessarily bad at all. Like, there's nothing negative for me to say. My life is really, really good. I'm actually dating somebody that I really like, and it's changing a lot of things about me as I continue to grow into a grown-ass woman, and it's just very different and very healthy. And I didn't even realize like how used to toxic shit I was until I wasn't in a toxic situation anymore. So that's been going on, as well as my own personal growth, and that made me really want to think hard about how I wanted to give you 15 Days to Dash and what it was going to be. And basically there's a person who I was coaching a couple years back, and continued to coach over the past couple years, but I met her a couple years back, and we've been on a journey together, you know. And basically I'm going to use her story to formulate the next 15 days of lessons for you guys, because it's going to be 15 days of lessons. Every day you're going to learn a new lesson, and that's going to be the title of each video. And you guys are also going to see the transition of what's happening in my place. So I have this new thing, I don't even know how to describe it, what's going on, but like my house is fixing to be completely different, and I'm so excited about it. So many things are on the way, and me and my coach were talking about how I should like show you guys the journey of what I'm doing with my home and everything like that. Okay, and I had been putting it on hold for so long. At this point, guys, I've been here since March, and like I have all the essentials and shit, but like I just kind of chilled on extra when I'm extra. Okay, but now it's time. And so we talked about me allowing you guys to be a part of that journey. So over these 15 days, you're going to see me in different spots in this house and different things like that along this journey. And I'm so excited to take you along with it. But I really want you to understand that I'm fixing to basically give y'all this girl's story with the lessons that we would take from each thing that happened along her story, along her journey, because it's very relatable to so many of what you guys are going through right now, or what you're going to be going through along your journey. And yeah, like it's a divine awakening happening in my life, and I'm just so excited and so happy to share these next 15 days and so on with you guys. Towards the end of the 15 days, you'll see why the importance of what's happening here is happening. So just know these days is fixing to be fucking crazy. I'm finna take you on a roller coaster. I'm finna take you on a journey. Okay, I'm fixing to go crazy. Yeah, you know. So I just want you guys to know that that's what's happening, and you're gonna have hella fucking deals. Everything that you could want access to, you're gonna have an opportunity to have access to. If you've been waiting all year for a time for it to be affordable for you, this is your time to shine. Okay, so either way, lesson 1 is all about you can be whoever you want to be. Okay, that's the name of this lesson. You can be whoever you want to be. So basically, it was a couple years back. She had been living a life. She had been pretty successful, but kind of just like lost, kind of confused. The way she would describe things to me, very, very just confused in the essence of like, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing, this doesn't feel good to me, right? And she went through a lot of different things in regards to like depression or anxiety, and it was very low key because she's always been the one that kind of had it together or kind of had a plan or kind of kept moving or whatever. She had been in a toxic relationship with somebody, and it was very difficult for her in that era to understand like love and understand how to accept love and how to be deserving of love, or how to feel deserving of love. Not even be, because all of us are deserving of love, but how to feel deserving of love. It was very difficult for her to just understand all of that as a whole, you know? And one big thing was her like getting so sick of her surroundings and everything that she decided enough was enough, and that she was going to become the person that she wanted to become. Okay. So, one big thing to understand is that you really can be whoever the fuck you want to be, but it's certain things that you should do to go about becoming that type of person. So first you need to study that person. So if you have an idea of, I want to be this type of woman, I want to make this type of money, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, you need to go into detail and study that specific, study a specific like role model in that aspect. And it's not even a role model, because I personally can say along my journey, I never really had a role model, but it was certain things about certain people that I liked and would like pull and pick and pull and pick and pull and pick. Like, ooh, that makes me feel like that's me. Like, ooh, I like that. Ooh. And then I would always do my own twist with whatever the fuck it was that intrigued me, you know? So you need to study it. You need to immerse yourself in learning so many different things that you figure out ways to make more money. Okay, that's one thing that she started doing. She started immersing herself in all kinds of different things. She started multiple brands. She started doing social media. She started stepping outside her comfort zone. She even made a YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? And along her journey, she kind of found her way within all of that, and she turned into a completely different person. Okay. And then she found herself looking back at like the journey she had gone through and trying to like realize like, damn, like how the fuck did this happen? It almost felt like it was overnight for her, and she couldn't really understand like, you know, how did I come from that to this? And it was all a commitment. It was all a decision. It was no more contradicting. She made a decision that this is who I'm fixing to become. I'm fixing to risk it all to do it. I'm fixing to put my feelings to the side, and I'm fixing to become the shark that I need to become in order to get done what I need to get done. And that's what she did. Sometimes it takes you getting so sick of your fucking everyday that you just wake up one day and decide enough is enough, right? And you do everything that you can to become that person. So here are a few tips that can help you become that person. Okay, so I think I already mentioned it, but if I didn't already say that this girl is going to come and reveal herself on day 15, you might want to be tuned for that. Okay, you don't want to miss any of the days, because every lesson is so fucking crazy and like deep, in the essence of like someone else's help or someone else's development, help for someone else or someone else's development. So she'll be revealing herself as well. So just so you know. So number one, you want to self-reflect. So you need to understand who you are and what you want, and you need to understand the things that are in your life that don't align with who you actually are and what you actually want. Okay, a lot of times, sometimes, especially if you're a person in your family who is meant to break generational curses, or meant to expose your family to new things, or meant to put your family at a new level of income and things, it can be very difficult for you to understand that you need to separate yourself from a lot of different things. One thing she had to do along her journey was completely isolate herself, and not even necessarily she didn't have to isolate herself to the extreme, but in her own personal world, she was very isolated. She wasn't going out. She wasn't doing nothing extra. She was saving money, flipping money in her bag, trying to get to it. Okay. Trying to become the woman that she knew she could become. So you have to do an assessment of yourself, and you have to set clear, specific goals for yourself, and you have to understand what kind of person you actually want to become. When it comes down to figuring out what kind of person you want to become, it boils down to questions like, what do you want to achieve in different aspects of your life? So that could go for a career, that could go for a relationship, that could go for your own personal development, that could go for your body. Like maybe you want to invest in your body, maybe you want to invest in your looks, maybe you want to just make some drastic fucking changes. Whatever it is, you need to self-reflect and you need to write it down. The second one I kind of already mentioned before, I think in my original spiel to start this video. But if I didn't, it's identify role models. Now, the thing you need to understand is you don't necessarily need a specific role model. You don't necessarily need a specific guide to tell you how to fucking be, because the key to this shit is originality and authenticity. But you have to see things to know you want things. That's where a lot of people also confuse jealousy with desire, right? You'll see something, say for instance, like I remember it was like an era when everybody was like obsessed with Jada Waiter, and I say Jada Waiter because she's like our age if you're in my age group. It could be other people as well, just somebody that's popping on social media. And people would be so jealous of her, when in retrospect it should give you the fucking energy like of, oh my God, if she did it, I can do it too. Like, oh my God, she's the same age as me. Oh my God, she's making this much money, I can do it too. But if you balance it in the energy of jealousy, like, oh, she don't deserve that, oh, who does she think she is, or whatever, you being a hater. If you're a hater, how the fuck can you really like think that you're gonna get to where you want to go? Okay, you got to start thinking like a goddess. Think like a goddess. Be proud of your fellow sister for winning, okay? Because then it's just gonna bring more energy on you to win as well. So either way, you need to identify role models. Because when you identify role models, and I'm not saying Jada's a fucking role model, but I'm just saying you'll see something that Jada posts and Jada will inspire you to feel like, damn, I think I want that too. Like even me, like with the high rises that I've lived in, this is not my second high rise. I needed to see a different high rise to understand that, damn, that's the exact high rise I wanted. When I moved in this apartment, I knew exactly what I was looking for. I picked this apartment without even having to tour it when I was still living in Atlanta, because I knew what I wanted. But you have to see what you want to know. So you're going to use your role models in the essence of seeing what you want and going from there. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in putting people as role models, making people role models, because we're all human, going through human experience, and anything can happen and anything can change, anything can shift. And you shouldn't put that much value into a person in the essence of your well-being as a role model. You know, I do think that you should value people. I do think that you can look up to people. I do think that you can gain lots of knowledge and experience from other people's journeys, but I don't think that you should necessarily have a role model, because if that person fucks up, it kind of makes you feel like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And they're human. Everybody's gonna fuck up here and there, you know? So that's your next thing you're gonna focus on. Identify your desires. Identify your desires by looking at other people or other things or social media or whatever. It's the easiest way to do it. Okay, so number 3 is personal development. So one thing that this girl really put a heavy priority in was like understanding spirituality and development along her journey. She constantly invested in herself. She constantly invested in workshops. From a business essence, she did it. From a spiritual essence, she did it. From a just, I need to know this essence, she did it. She was the ebook queen, the workshop queen, everything. She put the time and effort in to really develop herself and become the woman that she wanted to become. She had to start thinking bigger, thinking smarter, thinking more than working, you know? And that was difficult because her background, she didn't come from a background of thinking. She came from a background of doing, you know, being like this all the time. So it was very difficult for her to reset. But the one thing you have to understand is when you're on your personal development journey, it could be one sentence that could change your life. You could read one sentence. I personally can remember reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck along my journey in the past like 2 years, and like that book was like fucking mind-boggling to me. It was just like, oh my God, somebody gets it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you never understand the depth of personal development, and you never understand the depth of putting time, energy, and effort into yourself until you actually do it. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to prioritize your own personal development, things that interest you. It's okay to try things and then it not work, and then you just like, okay, let me move on to something else, or let me try it again in a different way and see if I like it, you know? But allow yourself to really read, take courses, attend workshops, seek mentors, get coaches, work with me. Duh, bitch, you know? It's so many different things you can do, but you need to really prioritize your personal development along your journey. So number 4 is goal setting. So this one is super major. When you are moving and embarking along a new journey, you have to set small goals. You don't want to go big on big when you first starting, because you already are exiting your comfort zone and doing new things to really try what's going to work for you and figure out what's going to work for you, right? So being that that's the case, you really need to prioritize goal setting. Okay, you need to set goals that are easy to achieve and accomplishable, and not always say set one goal that's a little frisky, a little outside your comfort zone, a little new for you. You know, the sun is shining, so I think she wants to be one with me, so let me adjust the camera. So one thing that I became a queen of, that I also helped her do, is create a list of actionable steps. Okay, she had to really go about understanding like, okay, yeah, this seems fucking major. How am I going to accomplish this? We're going to break it down into small little things, okay? One thing I make all my private clients do is a know exactly what you want list, right? Once you have that know exactly what you want list, we take each little thing and we break it down into like the smallest steps, the smallest little things that you can do. And then that makes it feel more achievable, right? You're still going to accomplish this fucking grandiose goal. But sometimes when you just see it written down in smaller concepts, it's a lot easier for you to be able to accomplish the goals. So you do want to make goals, but you want to break them down into actionable steps that feel comforting along your journey, okay? You can also create a roadmap, like that's worked for me before, but sometimes roadmaps stress me out. So I like to just kind of go task by task and break down each task into actionable steps. Okay, number 5 is probably the most important on this list, is self-discipline, okay? So during her journey, during her evolvement of becoming the woman that she wanted to become, she had to understand the things that she had to miss out on in order to become that woman. It's lots of different things that people her age were doing that she wasn't doing because she was so focused on building her brand, building herself, fixing her image to an image that she loved, doing all those different things. It was lots of different things she had to miss out on, lots of different things she had to sacrifice. When she got ready to like go through her big changes and wanted to invest in like surgery and like other cosmetic procedures and stuff, she had to stop eating. She had to go on a crazy diet, and not stop eating, but she had to stop eating out and enjoying drinks and doing the most with everyone because she had to sacrifice that and be disciplined as far as what she was focused on trying to do, okay? So one big thing is along your journey, you have to be disciplined. You have to know what's the bigger picture. It has to be so fucking important. Like, I actually even had a moment with myself earlier with my living room, okay? I literally have accomplished everything damn near that I want for this room overnight, okay? And I've been here for 8 months now. You just gotta want it bad enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I decided, oh my God, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And I haven't wanted to do it. So I love this. I'm going for it. You gotta want it bad enough. If you want it bad enough, you're gonna make it happen. Okay. And then going back to discipline. If you want it bad enough, you're going to make it happen. If you want it bad enough, you're going to stay disciplined. And all she could see was the woman that she wanted to become. All she could see was where she was going to go. And with that being the energy of it all, that was all she needed for her to remain disciplined. Okay. So when it comes to discipline, you want to stay committed to your goals even when you're faced with challenges or setbacks, and you want to practice time management and prioritize tasks effectively. So one thing that I also make my coaching clients do is create structured schedules. So many people always ask me when I actually post something on my like a screenshot off my phone or something, and it shows my schedule or something. Like, what app is that? It's called Structured. It's my number one. I love it. It's the only scheduling app that personally works for me. I've tried calendar. I've tried different things, daily reminders, whatever. That doesn't work for me. What works for me is Structured, and I 10 out of 10 recommend. That's not promo, by the way. Okay. Okay. So the next one is a positive mindset. You have to be positive. You have to be Delulu, bitch. Delulu. Okay. This bitch was living in her own world, no second thought about it. Just really just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? She had made a decision. This is what she's going to do. And everybody doesn't have to get it. Nobody has to get it, but she did. She understood it. She saw the vision, and she was going to stay down, and she was going to make it happen no matter what. Okay. So you have to understand that even when people don't get it, they're going to get it when you at the finish line. They're going to get it when you become that woman, you know? So it's super important that you stay positive along the journey. When things happen, you pat that shit on the back and you keep on going. That's how it goes. That's how you become a winner, you know? The next one is a healthy lifestyle. So she made a lot of healthy lifestyle changes. I feel like when she had surgery, that obviously played a massive role in taking care of her body and taking care of her wellness, but she started to invest in her wellness as well. So investing in nice gyms, investing in the right body garments, investing in massages and lymphatic drainage and different things like that. Even after she was healed, she started cooking meals rather than eating out all the time. She really prioritized her well-being along the journey. When you live a healthy lifestyle, you wake up ready to live. You know what I'm saying? Think about when you eat something bad late as fucking night and you wake up feeling that shit in your stomach and you feel disgusting. You know, that's all because you're not living a healthy lifestyle that doesn't align. So as a person who wants greatness, as a person who wants to evolve, a person that wants to glow, a person that wants to grow, you're going to take care of your health and your lifestyle. It's just one of the things that comes along with it. You know, even me now, I have a budget, and the budget is high. My budget is really high. So before I even say the number, I don't want y'all to be like, damn, it's going to cost that much for me to take care of myself. No, it's not. But I'm very extra, and I like things a very specific way. And as far as like health and wellness goes, for me on a monthly basis, it's about $1,000 a month. And that's because of memberships at different places, you know? So like I have a ClassPass membership now where I can just do whatever the fuck classes I want. I have a yoga membership, which that's a story. We'll talk about it. A Pilates membership, a gym membership, and it's all luxury shit. It's not just your basic fucking class, you know? And I also include like my like beauty in my health and wellness, because when you look good, you fucking feel good. When I look good as fuck, it motivates me to go work out, you know? So I'm gonna spend a minimum of $1,000, and that's not including like new wigs and like installs and stuff like that. That's just like basic shit, like lashes, facials, going to the gym, working out, going to Pilates, going to yoga, going to classes, different shit like that. Okay, it's about $1,000 a month, but with a good 400, you could do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Or you can start on YouTube, watch free videos. There was a time where I was using just apps to do Pilates because I wasn't even comfortable going to a Pilates studio, you know? Now I'm leading the class. So you can be that person too, but you have to give yourself the opportunity to do so by starting from somewhere. So commit to creating a healthy lifestyle, okay? That's how you're going to be able to become whoever the fuck you want to become. So the next two things, which are very, very important on this list, is one, self-awareness, and two, adaptability. They go hand in hand together. Self-awareness goes with understanding yourself deeply, which goes along with the personal development journey, but it's truly committing to knowing yourself, committing to learning yourself, committing to trusting yourself. The one thing that I've been teaching you guys all year is about sureness versus confidence. Being confident is one thing, being sure is a whole nother, right? So it's super important that you understand your own journey and you understand like why you are the way you are, why you feel the way you feel, what might have happened that triggered that. It's important that you recognize how you feel in certain moments with certain people, things that make you uneasy, everything along those lines. Be self-aware, be present, okay? If something doesn't feel right, something's not right. Make sure you pay attention to those feelings and don't ignore them. Then when it comes to adaptability, you have to be open to change and adaptation. Life is dynamic, and the person you want to become may evolve over time, but you have to be willing to adjust your goals and strategies as needed. So, this girl, over time, especially now with what's going on in her life, she's really having to understand adaptability. She's really having to understand that it's parts of the person that she became that it's now time to let go, because she doesn't have to become that person anymore, or she doesn't have to be that person anymore. And adaptability can be very tough when you feel like this is what like she was in a place of like, this is what helped me win, this is how I won, this is how I became this person. But now in her new era, that person and those traits that she had to like inherit in order to be able to become that person aren't traits that she needs anymore. So it's been very difficult for her to release that along her journey and understand that it's now time for her to evolve into the next version of herself, the bigger version of herself, the best version of herself. But adaptability is important along the journey, and adaptability comes along with self-awareness, being able to sit back and say, damn, that really doesn't apply to me anymore. Damn, that I really don't need that anymore. Damn, I really am bigger than that now. Damn, I really don't have to respond that way anymore. You know what I mean? Adaptability and self-awareness is always key. Now, another big thing, if you're trying to become a person, you have to think about their network and their relationships. So you want to surround yourself with supportive and like-minded individuals who can encourage your personal growth. You want to build a network that can help you achieve your goals. So one thing you'll learn as you continue to grow along your journey is some of your friends are your friends for certain aspects of your life, and you're going to have friends for other aspects of your life, associates, companions for other aspects of your life, right? And it's important to understand that everybody can get the love, everybody can get the energy, but it's important to understand the depth of being around people that push you to want to be better, the people that see the biggest version of you, the people that want you to grow as big as possible, not people who are afraid that you're going to grow so big and leave them behind. That's not a person that is really in alignment with a high level or high performance type of person, you know? And one thing that she struggled with was understanding that she needed to create space between people in her life because she was doing shit different than the way some people was doing it, you know? And it's deep in the essence of like, damn, like this is the type of people I'm used to. These are my people. These are my friends, whatever. But she was the most successful person in the group. So when you're the most successful person in the group, or when you're the person with the most going on in the group, how can you expect to learn and grow from that? You know, you need to be a little uncomfortable. And it's important to understand that if you want to become a high level, high performing person, that's how it goes. So yeah, having the right network, building relationships, showing up to networking events, fitting the part, looking the part. Don't show up to these events looking fucking stupid. Do your research. You can research almost anything nowadays. You can even Google, how do I need to dress for this type of occasion? And it's going to tell you exactly what you need to wear. You know what I'm saying? Or you can ask me, Either way, it's important that you understand that you want to network and you want to build those relationships and you want to be in the right rooms at the right time with the right people. It's just that simple. That's how you become the person you want to become. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know and how they feel about you. Okay. Continuous learning. So you have to stay open to new experiences, open to new knowledge, even knowledge that doesn't necessarily apply to you. It's still good to know. And it's important to know along your journey so that you can always be like a chameleon. You want to be able to relate to everyone. I feel like that's a skill that she had. She can easily relate to anyone, easily have a conversation with anyone. She's very open, very friendly. It's actually just so funny just thinking about how she's evolved over the years with being so comfortable talking to people from anywhere about anything. But it's important that you are open to new experiences and understand that learning is a lifelong process. It's not something where you just like hit the fucking finish line. There's actually no finish line. Even the thing like how we were saying how I was saying earlier, like people might not support you in the beginning, but they support you when you get to the finish line. They support you when you get to your first finish line, but there's no actual finish line. It's like when they wave the flag for the first round is done, There's no finish line because when you continue to evolve and continue to grow, you're going to exit one era and enter another, So it's just super important to understand that the more versatile you are and the more open to experiences you are, the more capable you are of achieving everything you want to achieve. And then lastly, persistence. So the issue with so many of you guys that come to me for help, that come to other people for help, that constantly look up videos for help or look for answers, is you're not looking into yourself. You're not persistent enough. You're not studying yourself enough. You're not self-aware enough. You're still blaming other people. You're not taking accountability. You're not being responsible for your own well-being. It's so many different things, but it's all connected to you. And it all relates back to persistence and discipline. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to become the person that you know you can become? How much are you willing to risk? How far are you willing to go? Okay? That's where real persistence comes into play. When it comes to persistence, you got to keep pushing. You got to keep going no matter what. When you face a challenge, when you face a setback, you swallow that shit and you keep going. You keep going. You choose to be a winner. You choose to become who you know you can become. It all is a choice. I'm sitting here laying out the rules for you. I'm laying out for you step by step what you need to do. But if you aren't persistent with the things on this list and you think that just doing this shit for 1 week is going to produce the results that you want to produce, you're not going to be like this girl. You know what I mean? You're not going to win like she did. You're not. It's just that simple, So the lesson of today is you can be whoever you want to be. You just got to decide that it's worth the risk. So either way, today's special is 50% off my full access to my app. Okay. So, as many of you know, like the app is $97 a month for the full coaching program, but for today, and it's I think 2 other days along this journey, of the 15 days, you do get 50% off your access to sign up. That means you're locked in at the $50 a month period. So even when 15 days of Dash is over, next month when it charges you, it's going to charge you $50 a month. You will never be charged $97 a month if you opt in at the $50 level. So super juicy, so much new shit just waiting in the app for you to just explore and do whatever the hell you want to do with. So many different things. The thing that you need to understand is anything sugar baby related is going to be located in Sugarland University inside of the app. There will be one day where the Divine Sugar Baby will be half off, meaning it's originally $111. It will be like $55 for 24 hours. Other than that, there will be no other way to purchase the Divine Sugar Baby whatsoever after that specific date. I'm not sure which date it is, somewhere between the 1st and 15th, but after that date there's no other way to purchase the Divine Sugar Baby, and any Sugar Baby related content that I have created over the years is going to be located in the Sugarland University access box on that specific $50 plan. And this is the thing, and I want y'all to know how deep I don't give a fuck, right? If you aren't willing to invest $50 into learning all that you need to know about becoming the ultimate sugar baby, if that's the journey you're on, right? You don't need to be one. If you're not willing to invest $50, you don't need to be one. That means you're coming from a broke place, babe. And a broke place is not where you need to be in Sugarland. period. Okay, I love you, and I'm saying it because I love you, but I want you to understand the depth of where I'm at on that. Okay, so either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you take some gems from this and decide to become the woman that I know you can become. Okay, and I'll see you tomorrow, bitch.